Hello everyone, welcome to another interesting episode in the Art of Engineering Efficiency. In this episode, we will see what is the impact that influencing people can create in a software engineer's career. Before we get into the details, let me share a small story of two young farmers with an idea to start vegetable farming in their farmlands to inspiring many people to see a successful growth in agriculture. Let's get into the story. Like I said, there are two young brothers who owns 3 acres of land in their village. One fine day, they both thought and decided to start vegetable farming in their own farmlands. As soon as that, they started preparing the plan of various steps involved in the agriculture and farming. They reached out to the elder persons in the village, known persons, and even some experts, took their advice, started executing the plan in the farming. Later, around 9 months, they got their first vegetable produce from their own farmlands. They're able to make good amount of revenue. They both are happy and they continued the same thing. But the story didn't stop there. After 6 months, the younger brother thought, why can't we increase the produce in the same amount of land? With this idea in his mind, he started exploring the latest agriculture methods. After spending some days collecting latest agriculture methodologies, he found one method that suits his interest. And soon after that, he didn't waste any time. He jumped into action and he started doing trial and errors with the same. He even did a proof of concept setup in a small portion of the farmland to execute his interest. After 9 months, he achieved what he is expecting. He succeeded by using a latest agriculture method. He is able to get 4 times the produce which he is able to get in the same amount of land. That's not the end. He scaled his idea across his 3 acres of land. By the end of next harvest time, the elder brother got surprised to see the 4 times yield of the younger brother. Out of curiosity and interest, he reached out to his younger brother and asked how did he achieve this feat. Without hesitating even a single moment, the younger brother explained each and every step in detail to his elder brother. By listening to the ideas of his younger brother, this elder brother got inspired and he too adopted the same agriculture method in his farmland. Guess what? During the next harvest time, both the brothers got good yield, like a 4 times yield in the same amount of land, and they were celebrating and they were really enjoying their moment. Soon this news spread across neighboring farmers. Out of curiosity, they too reached out to these two brothers and got to know what are the trends and ideas these guys followed, and they too adopted the same agriculture methods in their farmlands. They too achieved the same feat. This story didn't stop there. The word spread across and even neighboring villagers started inviting these two brothers to give guidance how to increase their produce in their farmlands. So let me stop this story here. All this started with a one thought of this younger brother, why not we can increase the produce in same amount of land. That's what the impact of an idea inspire and influence people. So let's see how influencing people really matters in software engineer's career. In our earlier 3 episodes, foundation phase, improvement phase and exploring phase, we have seen how a person starts career as a junior developer without having any software development knowledge, and how the journey went through the improvement phase with the learning activities by adopting the basic disciplines, coding standards, collaboration techniques, and soon he becomes matured software engineer who works on his own by helping others by following the standards, stepping towards the growth opportunities. And then once he becomes a technology leader, how he treats his team, what are the various methodologies that he needs to follow to drive the team with excellence and trust. So we have covered all those key essential principles in our past 3 episodes. So let me raise one question here. So what is the common thing across those three phases of a software engineer's career? Just give a thought. I would like to know if you are able to comment in this video. I do be really appreciating that. If not, just think and keep your answer ready. So I believe the key essential across these three essential phases is learning. Learning is the key that has driven a junior developer across these three phases and made him as a technology leader. And that's why learning plays very crucial role whichever industry we are in or whichever domain we are working in. It is not only for software, it is applicable to every industry. It's not only the learning that we have come through, and there are various situations that people get inspired by their colleagues or seniors with a one simple input or suggestion. But the person who is actually giving suggestions or guidance may not know that they are influencing their colleagues or team members. So let's go through few use cases and examples across these three phases, how either knowingly or unknowingly we influence the people in a positive way. Let's see, during the start of the career, when a person is only aware of coding and not very much aware of the software development, he would be facing challenges here and then. During his starting days, he'll be getting improved with the day-to-day activities, even though as soon as he gets any problem or he gets into any challenge, he reach out to his colleagues or seniors for the help. What this junior guy is expecting, he needs a help. I'll share an example of two situations here with two different people. The one of the senior team member, when this junior developer reaches out to him, by looking at the problem, he may tell him what is the fix directly, and the problem solves. The junior is happy, the problem is solved, and he'll proceed. And the next day, he got another problem. He reached to the same person. Again, the same thing happened. He gave a fix, exact fix, what is needed. And the junior is happy again and continued. And the third day, the same thing happened. So this keeps on repeating. So what is actually happening here? The junior is reaching out to the senior team member for help, and the senior team member is doing help. I'm not saying he's not doing anything. He's doing the help. But let me tell you another situation where there is another junior developer who reached out to another senior developer with the same kind of problem. You know what happened? This senior developer didn't give the fix to him. He asked him various queries. Did you analyze what is going wrong? Did you put your efforts to find where it's actually going wrong? At least if you don't know what's going wrong, you should know where exactly it's happening. And even after that, he put lot of queries at this junior developer. Many queries that at the end, the junior developer himself found the fix. So what do we understand from this? The senior didn't help him directly, but he gave the guidelines. He showed the right path, how to solve a problem, the instruction set, what is the kind of thinking you need to develop as a software developer. Next day during his work, he got another problem. You know what happened? This guy now didn't reach out to anyone. He himself analyzed it, like what his senior suggested when he got a problem previously. He remembered all the steps. He followed the same path and he was able to find the solution for the second problem as well. Unless there is an extreme challenge that he faced, he didn't reach out to the senior next time. So now let's compare both the cases. The first case where a junior developer gets a problem daily and he reached out to one senior developer, he gets the problem fixed and it repeats. Whereas in the second case, this junior developer got something by solving the first problem itself. He got inspired by the ideas of his senior to solve a problem, and he followed the same approach for another problem as well, and he's able to solve it. Whereas unknowingly, the second senior influenced positively this junior developer. And later phases, when this junior becomes senior, he too promotes the same thinking to his fellow developers. He too trained the team members how to think like a software developer. What are the basic steps that you need to follow? So these are the things that in the early phase of career, how you influence people. You may not know that you are influencing people, but underneath the layer, people are getting inspired or getting influenced by your ideas. I believe I made my point very clear how influencing people really matters. Not only in a developer phase, let me tell you one more example. It's very common that during development of any feature, we raise PRs, we get feedback comments, and we address them. But let me tell you two use cases here. A simple use case. Imagine when you are developing a complex feature and you pushed it for a review and you got two review comments from two of your colleagues. One person left a simple comment, "This method looks too complex, improvise it or make it more efficient." And the second person also gave similar kind of comment but in a bit different way. He too mentioned, "This method looks complex. We can try these ways to make it more simpler and more efficient." And he gave some pseudo steps in the PR comment itself as a feedback. You know what? The person who raised PR, he took that comment, he tried to address it, and logic got improved. He made it more efficient than before. So now what happened here is, now this person got inspired by this result, which made his code more efficient. So now he understood the quality of the feedback by the fellow team members. So the person who actually gave the feedback with the guidelines influenced this person. He may not know it, but underneath influenced this developer in a positive way, such a way that he too started giving quality feedback to the fellow developers. And that won't stop there. It will keep spreading across the teams. That is how an influence can make a difference in software engineer's career. Let's see how influencing plays key role in software engineer's career as a technology leader. So let me give you an example. During a feature development that the team has already started like 2 months, post that team velocity is gradually declining. Deliveries are getting delayed, output is not as expected, people are not happy. So that called for an escalation meeting with the managers. So all the team members gathered in a war room and the manager came in and technology leaders came in. And the first question the team got is, what is stopping you to push yourself and finish the work? If you are in a position to listen this question, how do you feel? Do you think anything is lacking in the question? Soon after asking the question, the manager or a technology leader, he asked the team members to push themselves no matter what and need to deliver whatever is delayed in a week of time. And the team did what he instructed. They pushed themselves and they delivered what is expected. But there is no quality guaranteed. Let me tell you another use case. The same situation, how a second kind of technology leader or a manager handled this. This time, there is no war room in first place. The moment the manager starts noticing the decline in the team velocity, he started interacting with the individual team members in person. He inquired why there is actually decline in the team velocity. Is there any technical challenge that is stopping the team to achieve what is expected? Is there any internal or external dependency? Is there any lack of skills that are needed by the team members? By putting all these kind of questions, he created a positive environment, and listening the feedback from the team, the manager understood what is actually needed to the team. He prepared a strategy, a plan for the team to reach the expectations. Because now the manager got the plan in place, the team followed the plan. They haven't achieved the result in one shot, but they started seeing the improvements while following the new strategy that the manager has set in place. After the conversation with the manager, the team's confidence got boosted in a positive way. So they know that there is someone who listens to them and who is there to take what are all is needed to meet the expectations. By seeing the results, the team members got inspired and influenced by his ideas, like this is the way the person should handle a team to meet the goals in a tough situation. That doesn't stop there. Each and every team member adopt this kind of positive behavior. They take it with them wherever they go. They spread the same influence across the teams, people and organizations, and they form a culture of influence. So that is the power of influencing people. No matter which industry we work in, this plays very crucial role. If we influence people in a negative way, obviously the results will downgrade the organizational performance. Let me summarize. What is the key takeaway from this episode is, I believe people get inspired by the results driven by the ideas that influence the people. When people put the ideas in action, further they inspire more people and more people will get influenced. This is how a single idea can influence many people. That's all I have to say in this influencing phase episode. In my next episode, I will come up with another interesting topic. Till then, stay tuned. Thank you for watching.